Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Good. 180. 58's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Slam, slam, slam.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58.
Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. That's Hernandez. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Good. 180. 6, right there. 56. Here we go. 49.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
58's the money. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check nickel. Check 3.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Kings. Hey, alert 33. Yeah. You don't want none.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
7. Mike's 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Back.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. 180. Number 53. Mike 53. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. Showing it. Showing it.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Yellow. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yellow. Scene 6.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Peterson. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
You don't want no problem from me.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Browns 10, Bears nothing.
Yellow.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
No, off.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
There we go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Alert, 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 alert.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hernandez. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Mayfield. And the catch made by Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good. 180. Check Mike 45. Check Mike. Check Mike. Hurry, hurry. 45's the Mike. What's that?
Here's Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitask.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make it 24-7.
Makes the score Browns 24, Bears 7.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Hey, 43, 15. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That's complete to Bolden. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Fight down these two. Hard go, Wolverine. Hey, 57. Come on, boy.
1st down. Here's a run with Peterson.
Don't be scared of it.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go one more. Shit. Hey, yellow, go going. Yellow. Smoke. Check.
Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run with Peterson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 3 yards out, and the Bears cut into that lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
14.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pistol.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Get in the right room.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Mahomes now to throw. It's brought in by Bolden. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds Robinson, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Yellow. Bang.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Tight dog. Hey, yo, go going.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the run.
Here's Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Here we go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Kill. Point it right. Kill. One touch.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Alert! 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he loses the football a second time. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Now Peterson running right. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed, that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got nothing. He's coming.
15. Hero 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. The catch made by Miller. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Danny. Check 99. Check 99.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, throw left side complete. It's Peterson, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3. 15. Check 52's the who? 52's the Mike.
Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield on play action. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
53, Mike.
Let's make these babies easy. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Hey, 15.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's put him on. Go. Let's put that team on the bus. He's crashing. He's checking.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
45-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Akeem Hicks. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Bears take over.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, here I come.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Now in desperation. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Browns 38, Bears 35.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 50, check 50. Topper!
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180! 58! Real. Check. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Yellow.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Pick it up, defense. 80 weapon. 53's mine.
They'll look to throw.
I got you, boy.
That's complete to Robinson. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
I don't think you got it, son.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with time running out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bears 42, Browns 38.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go, fellas.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Chubb running right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 43. He's checking.
Hey, alert.
A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
We got this.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Chicago, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.